Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to another news update. Hola Prime. Today's August 10th, 2025, of course. And we're approaching that 9 o'clock hour EST. All right. As you guys probably already know, news headlines, guys. It is all about this U.S. China tariff truce, right? We are approaching pretty soon. It's like the major things, guys. The tariff truce, obviously established back in April, is actually due to expire on August 12th. So that'll be raising the potential for renewal for trade extensions between the world's two largest economies. All right. Other key upcoming economic releases would be markets are eyeing fresh data on the USA's inflation, of course, CPI, along with Q2's GDP, figures from UK, EU, Japan. Additionally, Norway, actually, believe it or not, about 2 trillion sovereign wealth fund will be unveiling its numbers pretty soon here. But beyond that, guys, it's all about, once again, the trade war between the two largest countries here, guys. So beyond that, again, the Forex market snapshot, EU slight bounce showing its resilience above that 1650. Odds remain on upcoming U.S. inflation data once again for some directional cues. GBP USD holding around at 34.50. Bounce back from a hawkish tilt from the Bank of England. And then, of course, guys, the USD impact, right? Market sentiment could drift dramatically if CPI readings surprise either side, especially with the fading tariff truce. Once again, I keep saying it, but it's the truth. All right. With the Fed narrative in play. On the crypto side, guys, as I'm sure you've seen, crypto kind of made a nice bounce. Of course, your Ethereum and XRP will be falling in line right after that. Keep its bullish tone for broader crypto market cap trending upward, guys. Beyond that, not light news this week, guys. Just want to stay safe. Obviously, control your risk management. No over leveraging, and let's kind of make it. Let's see what happens from there. Other than that, guys, stay safe. Manage your risk. Let's make it happen. And yeah, back to you guys. Hey, Tony.
And we're back. How you doing?
Back like we never left.
Honestly, it sounds,
I'm
seems
awesome.
like it. It was a pretty interesting week. Obviously, a couple of things
Yes.
going on, and obviously, it seems like the geopolitical headlines continue to come across the wire, even into this
Yeah.
quiet Sunday evening. So it should shape up to be a
Yes.
pretty geopolitical heavy week, I guess.
Right. So you never really know, right? It either happened
No,
already, it's
no.
gonna happen, it's never gonna
Yeah, I
happen.
know. I know. Everybody just sit and wait, right? So
Right.
we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, like the Russia Ukraine headlines is kind of at the forefront. And then, I
Yeah.
think we'll get into kind of the economic calendar. So, I won't give anything away, but yeah, there should be a couple of things shaping up this week, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
for
We'll
sure.
see.
There's always something, right? We got this
Hmm.
deadline for all this stuff. I'm like, guys, it's like watching a couple argue for the longest. Like, can you guys please kiss and make up so we can figure out what's really going on? Because oh my god,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
honestly.
tired of watching this same headline for this show right about now. Like, guys, like
Yeah,
let's make
yeah,
something right.
yeah. I hear you. I hear you. It's got to everything's got to come to an end. Like, I mean, it's pretty crazy just to, read about how long it's been going on for. It's totally insane. And then I actually saw a tweet on obviously X, Twitter. Someone said
Uh-huh.
it's actually baffles me that we as humans like still do conventional
Still
warfare,
talking about
right?
this,
Like guns on the ground and stuff like that.
right?
Especially in the day of like ever changing technology and AI and all this other stuff and dropping bombs from half a world away. Like it's totally insane that we actually go to man on man battle still. And it's like, yeah, I guess
Right.
it's the most effective way, right?
Right. Yeah. As they say, right? But they sung the art of war right on the back of the
Yeah,
book. It
yeah,
says, right,
yep, yep, literally. It's
right.
insane.
Like you're supposed to be able to win a battle without ever shooting a bullet, dropping a
Yes,
bomb, anything
sure.
like that. Like this is supposed to be
Yeah,
very
yeah.
intellectual. But
Yes,
who
yes,
are
right. The
we to
power
say
power of the
that that's
pen
how
needs to
it's
be
gonna go?
more than the power of
Right.
the sword, right?
Right. It's insane. Like
Yeah, yeah,
guys, 33 strategies of war, art of
yep,
war. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, what point are we gonna get to some juncture where we can just accept these things? But hey, who are we, right?
No, I know, right? We're just trying to make a couple of bucks, with changing price action, and that's kind of the other thing
Right,
is that
right,
like
right.
I'm sure everything would be affected, but oh, it looks like yeah, okay. All right. Little disclaimer at the bottom. It seems like anything would be affected, but of course, like, the major US indices and then crude oil. But, if something's moving
Right.
in, crude oil or the indices, then everything's going to get affected. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, right? Anything
Yeah,
that we trade.
it all falls
So it's one of those things where you don't want
out.
to get caught off sides.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the worst, right? And all we can do is kind of, as I like to say, walk through raindrops and hope you don't get hit.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know, right?
Hope you don't
If you
get
find
drenched.
someone,
That is, bring your
yeah,
umbrella.
yeah, find someone that can do that, then you let me know because we didn't get them trading.
Right, right. Best we can do, that is.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah. So
definitely super interesting.
how's the evening been so far? Did you I saw you going through the news there.
Yeah. So to be totally honest, this is actually when I kind of I say every week, right? Like to do this 6 days a week, I need that one day off of the week, which would be in essence Saturday, I guess, but half a
Sure.
Friday, all a Sunday, half a
Yeah.
Sunday. Like I take that time totally off. I can
That's
be on
good.
some island in Cozumel, or Isla Mujeres. I could be
Oh
in the
yeah.
jungle, a cenote. It's no telling where I will be in these 24 hours. But I
Yeah,
make sure I
yeah.
get myself to these markets in time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
make sure I can see this open.
Yes.
I
Yes, I
got
know.
2 days.
It's literally the one thing that you got to be ready for, right? Can't miss it.
Yeah, yeah. So I seen a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that was interesting. And back in, if we can get my screen pulled up, am I sharing over here? I think I need to do this. Okay, perfect. So cool. Back in, we can get my screen up. That'd be awesome. Let's kind of get into it all, right? I came here for the
Yeah,
chart. So we
absolutely.
got a few jumping on here. Raji, Alade, Raji, active. Welcome, Coach Michael. What's going on? What's going on? Um, yeah, guys. If you got any questions while we're on for a cool 2 hours. If
Yep.
you got any questions about a markup or a pair you want us to dig deeper into, let us know.
Hmm.
We are at we are here to mark it up all, right? So let's see what we
Yes.
can get going on. All right.
See if we can't
So
trade a
cool.
little bit of
This
everything.
Bitcoin, yeah, just a little bit of everything, if you remember. So I'll get back to this, right? As I marked this up last week for everybody, but we'll get deeper into that here in a bit. We got a nice 2 hours, so I can take my time with it, right?
Hmm.
But one thing I was like, wow, this Bitcoin sure jumped up, and this is exactly why you cannot hold, especially if you're short Bitcoin over the weekend. This is why I do not do this because there's always something on one chart on my what we're looking at right now. It looks like
Hmm.
there's a huge green candle, but the chart that's in front of me when I pull this up, I can't show this, but when I pull this up, it's a huge gap. I mean, a huge
Sure.
gap from yeah from 80-yard low. Yeah, this is a huge gap. So when I say you cannot, you don't want to hold trades over
Hold
the
over the
weekend, especially if you're
right.
short
Yeah. Yeah.
Bitcoin. Do not do it. This move here, this breached accounts, this caused some heartaches, and it's definitely put people in some position where they're like, man, I could have sworn this was going short, right?
Sure.
Like, that's why you can't do that, right? So, you see, I literally drew this last week, so I didn't draw this even in today, but this was an expected move, right?
Hmm.
The pop up and then the retest in that cycle, right? It's always something like this. Now, could this have bounced off of this move and just kind of ran up? Of course it could. The guys who are long right now, who just jumped in early, they are happy. It's two sides
Hmm.
to every market, right? So of course, everybody didn't get pinched by this or short squeeze, but a lot of them did.
Sure.
A lot of them did. Right? But at the end of the day, this is the expected move. Whether you were in early, great job, you're a break even. Might want to take some off here. As you can see, this is why I have this ADR high here. If you're a short
Hmm.
term, that is, right? If you're short term, you probably want to be off around this level. But if you're long term holding it, sky's the limit. That's one thing about Bitcoin. This thing can go higher than the mall, it seems like.
Seriously.
Bitcoin came out after gold, and it's infinitely times more worth more. So it's crazy.
It is. It
So,
really is.
but yeah. So this is what we kind of were predicting. I didn't know it would pop like this. I'll be honest. I thought this would be a intraday move or a weekly move. Moving forward for the week. But no, it popped right on up, parabolic, and this thing went literally. We can measure it here. Let's see, from here to about here, right? Nice little 1.5% in value,
Yeah.
just in we say 3 bars, but it's really over the weekend. But not bad at all.
Yeah. Pull up some of those
Anybody who
EMAs.
gambled,
Hopefully get some more support. Drag it higher.
yep.
Um, yeah, it is pretty crazy. What
This
is
to
the
me,
what is the delta like when the market? Oh wait, sorry. So Bitcoin, is it like futures where it starts trading 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays?
no. So believe it or not, so some platforms will pause it over
Yeah.
for the weekend, but others will just keep it going. It's a all day
Wow.
market. This thing will keep
Yeah,
going.
it's like Forex. Yeah.
Now, yep. So this will keep going like throughout the entire weekend. Like you can even trade it on the weekend. Like it's
Yeah.
fine, but some markets won't allow you to execute trade. So that's when we see these moves like this, which again is why I say do not hold these over the weekend because there's no telling really. Anything can happen in actuality. So
Sure. Sure.
yeah, and if you had to guess, if I were a gambler, oh look, we got an alert here on EA. Let's check that out in a second. If I were a gambler, I would definitely be holding it long over the weekend than short. And I'm not
Hmm.
saying that just because it's this, but the long term bias is everyone thinks Bitcoin is going to $10 million, right? So you want to make sure that you're long over short.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
especially in
are
this
gonna
day and age.
yeah, and it's been popping up significantly over time, um, but yeah, let's jump into this EA. Let's see, we got a lot of time on it for the simple fact that it's only 9:11. So kind of the same move, guys. I'm looking for. I said I'll go over a lot of this um, later. Let's see, we got some 4 hour confirmation here. Do we? Let's dig into this a bit. Actually, guys, this trade is ready to go.
Hmm.
You're about to see me get into this live action right now.
There we go.
Yeah,
Pull the trigger.
yeah, this is good to go. Obviously, this is not exactly what I drew up, but this still confirms. So let me get everything set up. I should have already had this up to be honest, but it's Sunday. I'm a little behind, but we'll make it happen.
No, it's good to annotate it while live so everyone can see how it all
Oh,
comes
for
together.
sure, for sure. And reason being, I'm gonna jump into the trade, then I'll give the rationale because I want to be late for
Hmm.
this. Um, let's see here. Give me a quick second. What's
Hmm.
most important is me putting my stops on. So my putting my stops is at looks like 78.25. Oh, perfect number. I can take that. 78.25. I like that. I always remember as much as I want to put this trade on now, because technically it confirmed 13 minutes ago. There's no rush to this. Like, right? Like I
Hmm.
always try to say, like, don't rush. This could definitely swing back one more. I like the way it looks. We do have 4 hour confirmation. This would be a nice what I would call a half a bat platform. I mean setup, right?
Yeah.
So again, we're at 78.25, right? So 78.25. I'll go ahead and share my full screen here actually, just to make it easier. But this is EA. I can see EA is here, so we just want to put on 78.25. You guys know this obviously, but the way I do mine is I just like to go ahead and put my protective orders on. I'll come back for the this is ACAD. I don't know. I guess it slipped me there. Okay, so let's do this again. E. Oh, well, let's keep moving. Okay, let's stop here. Why does it keep moving like this? EA. All right, I just got it. I'm like, why is that
There we
number
go.
not right?
Elusive.
All right, 78.25. All right. Now that it did that, I want to check this a few times. That stop is 78.25. Right. So cool. Somewhere around here, 78.25. Awesome. All right, so we on at 78.25. I'm just gonna put on. Oh, let me look at this one more time. Yeah, this is good to go. We'll throw on the full position here. Reason being is I'll give it to you in a quick second, but we are right
Hmm.
at the uh, we are right at the 50 EMA here. I don't like it to be too
Hmm.
far away. Then I will wait for a pullback to that area. But since we're so close to it, I'll take this here.
There you
All
go.
right. We're just gonna 155 basically, and let's put this on 80 yard high is always the target here. And then I want to do for the TP looks like 79.55 for the TP, right? So 79.55, 79.55, perfect. All right, cool. All right, let's see where this one goes. Oh, looks like we got a um, panel here. What factors driving your trades right now? Central bank, CPI, geopolitical headline, pure price
None of the
action.
above.
Okay. Yeah, right. Like, if I had to pick, I would have to say pure price action. Second would
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
be the
absolutely.
for sure. Cool. Looks like
Yeah.
let's see what else we got here. Is there any fundamental compact impact? Thanks, appreciate it, man. Another profitable week, absolutely. Let's put it together. What should we expect on US 30? Let's get into it. So cool. Really quick, I just want to hop into that trade. Let me get the rationale behind it, and then we can jump into US 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like we got these two trades still from over the weekend. UF, we'll go over UF once we get there too. So we got plenty of time here. But cool. Let me reshare my screen and get it back into this here. All right, cool. All right. So with that being said, right. So starting out with, and the more you and I have sessions here, we'll, we'll get further into this. But just like I mentioned last week, this is the same move that I'm looking for on NASDAQ, right? We got the 5,200 cross. As you can see here, 5,200 crosses means you're in level 2. That's why I have this L2 here. That's what L is
Mm-hmm.
for level 2, right? And then I'm looking for some type of structure off this level. M or W if we're M if we're going short, obviously W if we're going long. Some type of HB, I call it a half a bat. Basically, I'll show you here in a moment here. And then a head and shoulders pattern. Doesn't really matter which one occurs as long as it's not a V, which is the main thing here, right? Which you can kind of see here, right? So I'm looking for, again, this M for shorts, W for longs, and the HB, which is the half a bat. It kind of looks like the M, except that the first leg and the second leg, they don't come to the same point. It's more like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like this angle here.
Mm-hmm.
And typically that's about 7 to 10 pips. So I won't take that move until it breaks below this area, which let's say this would be something like this. Whoops. All right, let me just zoom this in. Why is it doing this? Trading view sometimes is so funky.
I know.
All right, cool. So it's more like this. All right, I want to see it break this level here. Right, on the shorts, and then on the longs, something more like this. All right, is actually what we have now on EA. I'll go back to it here now, but if you really look at it, it's not really a W. It's kind of this. Let me delete all of this, and then we kind of get into it. But if you look at it, it's more or less one of these half a bats, as I mentioned. This is the first leg. Then we kind of come up, and then the second leg doesn't come nearly as close as the first leg, right? But this is still the next projected move, right? Once again, below, closes above, below, but not as low, and then it kind
Mm-hmm.
of runs up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as it breaks this little this structure here, I'm fine with that, right? And that's what
Mm-hmm.
this green one did. This green bar right here was good to go. So same exact thing is what I really point out on this example here, right? Like, yeah, here, this HB looks, in this case, it looks like this one right here,
True. Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
always say, I swear, I don't draw this. I don't make this up. This is what it looks like all the
I know,
time.
right? You can just find it. It's the same thing every time.
Yeah, it's one of these
Yeah. No. As long
examples.
as you get that
The first
that
one.
breakthrough confirmation, I mean, that's really
Hmm.
that's the trigger. They call it the trigger candle, right? That breakthrough confirmation, and hopefully the support holds in.
Exactly. And worst case scenario to do something, right? Maybe something like this. Kind of does this, runs up, bounces off this area, and still runs up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you get a little pullback into the area again to retest, the zone from here.
Oh, sure.
That's
I'd
totally fine,
absolutely wait for a pullback
right?
first. Yeah.
It's totally fine. So yeah, whichever one. Um, but yeah, so in EA, that's really is the on top of I'm actually long EA on the fundamental aspect of it because I did the
Hmm.
market open. It's me and Tiger on. He's super fundamental for what
Sure.
everything looks like, and this is his top currency pair. So
Oh
I
wow.
try my best to pay attention to the pairs that are, setting up for me, on my cycle, but also giving that extra fundamental aspect because I'm not a fundamental trader, by far.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I trade, I avoid the news, red folder news, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So to add this
That's the main one. You
news
got to avoid.
catalyst to it, yeah, yeah, exactly. So being here with him and just kind of adding that fundamental aspect to it, I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna just pay attention to what I would be trading, what I wouldn't, and kind of take it from
Hmm.
there as far as the adding that extra spice, that fundamental piece to it. So yeah, I'm a little bit biased this week for EA going long.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
see
so
here.
but yeah, at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about for sure. Just putting all the pieces together, right?
Hmm. Hmm. So when you get on with Tiger, is he looking at like the 1 hour, 4 hour time frames?
Yeah, he likes the 4 hour, the 4 hour in the daily,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes he'll
So you
look
got to
at
be
the
really
week.
fundamental,
He's
right? Like
definitely a higher
really
time
sit
frame
back
trader.
and just let the market play out. Don't worry about the price action too much.
Yeah, and then remember he has like the extra tool that he used, like the Edge Finder and some other tools. He looks at the
Oh
COT
yeah, sure.
reports, things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I'm not. I'm more technical, right? Like I'm a very technical trader. Like I price action, and that's how I trade it, right? Like I'm not.
No, I know, I know.
I'm
Only because like I'm very much the same
90.
way. Only because like I read some of these different reports that come out, and it might be inherently bullish, but then you see a sell off in price, and it's like, what the heck's going on?
Right.
So yeah, I kind of
Right.
take it with a grain of salt. Like yes, it's
For
good to
sure.
understand obviously these things that are happening, but yeah, I mean, price is price, right? At the end of the day, that's the
Exactly.
the price or the conversion that someone's willing to buy and sell and trade it for.
Exactly. And that's the main thing, right? Especially
Hmm.
to get in at a good price. Like they catch it at a sale. That's your favorite jacket, car, whatever it is, and they got a sale. If you wanted it already, that might be the time to buy it. Right.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's not a price
Well said.
action. Right. So but cool. So yeah, that's the mind see for EA. I'm definitely gonna be watching this, obviously. Try to keep you guys updated in the Discord if need be chat. And yeah, this really has everything it needs, as I always like to say, especially because this is a Asia session pair, right? Which is
Hmm.
awesome in itself. But the simple fact that we have this slight close, which still counts. The previous candle is above the 13 EMA. This is this red one, right? So
Sure.
we
Yeah.
have 4 hour confirmation. That's me looking at the higher time frame. And then we have the same pattern that I had drawn on before we even got on, right? Was that W half a back structure off this 200 EMA, right? So that is the main setup for this. We will definitely see how this works out. Um, yeah, nice little one for 1.76, not bad at all. To put that back on, and then we got the market baseline going below the static, right? So that's how we know the reload is here.
Hmm.
I love it.
Reload. Yeah, I
Everything
love
about
that. Yeah.
this is really nice. Yeah, yeah. Everything about this is nice. When you see something like this, trade short, we can expect to pull back to this area, obviously, and that's it. It should the setup is to the upside, breaking this area here, right, and smashing this little zone right here. That's my entire setup right now. Right, so yeah, we got EA new, we got AUD news on not Monday but Tuesday. Monday's a clean day, not too much going on tomorrow. We just had that bank holiday today on JPY. So pretty smooth throughout the week, to be honest. Not anything too major. We got like two major news days. I think it's towards the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. But yeah, this is EA setting up pretty nice to say the least. Um, I wonder what's the best strategy for gold. Okay, so it looks like CRA double Z. I like that. CRA double Z. That sounds cool. Do
That does
you
sound
guys
cool.
do DX? Yeah, we
Do
can
it
take a
all,
look at
right?
it for you.
Yeah, take a look at anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I wonder what's the best strategy for gold. Yeah, that's a tough one to say. Whatever you guys think is best. I know one guy here named Nerio Mercado. I did like a few interviews with him. That's all he trades is gold. He's one of Hola Prime's top traders. I think he's up like 30,000 for this so far this year. Trading
Wow.
gold and Euro USD. That's it. Um, if you aren't here, shout out Nerio Machado. I know he someone sometimes. He's killing it. He's doing a great job. He's one of my. I'll do a few Spanish interviews with a few traders, and he's one of them.
Oh wow.
He's
Nice.
very interesting. He's killing it.
That's great.
Yeah,
Let's
go for
see.
sure. But yeah, just to touch gold really quick, I did go over this earlier with Tiger. I'm actually looking for gold buys. Right, I'm not in the I'm not in now, but we got the 5,200 cross to the upside. So I'm looking for price to come down and touch the 200, right, which is this white EMA. Notice that once we have this cross, price has not touched it. So I'm looking for it to come down this way. And once again, guys, I drew this on earlier today, but I promise you, this is exactly what it looks like it's happening right now. Some type of W structure, some type of W move, and target the higher highs, right? You got to scoot that down because I will be targeting this ADR high right here, this
Hmm.
dotted orange line. So nice, risking a dollar, a quarter nearly, somewhere around there, right? I still need to see this reload because this is a level two move off the two, which requires the reload. When a reload happens, this is part of that manipulation phase, right? Um, Let me pull something up really quick so I can show something that I drew out here. Where is this? Let me see if I can find this. Oh no, that's not it. I do so many markups, it's ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Here, okay, I just found it. All right, it's right here. This is what I want to show. Right, so make sure you guys are paying attention to this. This is the whole business right here. Right, and we get this seriously on all time frames. This is what you want to see. Something like this set up, so you can kind of see where you are. Right, and this is Eastern Standard Time because that's kind of
Hmm.
what the market goes around. Right, but 5 p.m. EST. Obviously, on Sundays, that's when it opens up. But let's say Monday, this is where it closes, right? So from 5 to 12, that's when you hear the words, the letters rather, AMD. This is what AMD is, right? The accumulation phase, where they accumulate. You know all about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Tony, you're funny. You know all about it, right? So, where are we? Where are we? Oh, my bad. We here. So yeah, from 5 p.m. Eastern to 12. Guys, and again, you can trade Asia pairs because Asia pairs do tend to run in here, right? So just be a little bit careful with it. Make sure it's a solid setup. Whatever. Um, but yeah, this is definitely the accumulation phase. This is where the highs are set. This is where the lows are set, right? Come 1201, somewhere around there, whatever. They like to hit that depending on what direction they're going. If they want to go short, they're going to hit the highs first. Ping.
Mm-hmm.
One, they got a lot of traders with what I would call pending orders going long at this same exact price right here. Right. So as soon as they pull them up, ping, they long. Now at this point, where you see this small pullback here, this is about halfway through this Asia box. So they kind of want to, and again, this is not picture perfect, but this will be one of the variations of the thing that can happen. Right? Pull back, hit this area, and kind of come up again, and just confuse everybody. Is it long? Is it short? We don't even really know. And that's why it's called the manipulation phase, right? They're
The
manipulating
trap.
you into, yeah. Are we long? Are we short? Are we short? Are we long? Are we sideways? Are we upside down? Are we inside out? We don't even know. We don't even know what's going on,
And they don't want
right?
you to.
So exactly. This is how $5 trillion a day gets moved from market to market
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
this
Yeah. Yeah.
cycle, right? So just manipulating this entire zone, right? And this is what I wait for, like literally no matter what time zone. And obviously, this is for the shorts. Same thing if this were to be flipped upside down to be for the longs, right? Same exact thing. But these are the two areas that you want to enter in, and that you will always see me enter in one of these two zones. Once the accumulation has passed, 3 hits to the high typically, 1, 2, 3 hits, and then that M structure typically or W comes after that, break below this area here, right? I don't want to take that one when it break below because that's the breakout because this could easily break out and just run the other way, right? That would be that could definitely happen. That's why I wait for the pullback to this zone and then the confirmation to happen to continue
Mm-hmm.
the trend short, right? So if you miss that move, you got one more shot at this, right? They'll do the same thing one more time. They'll pull back to that same area, right? So where it says enter here, you can grab the first one. If you miss the second one, where it says or here, that's it. If you miss one of those two moves, wait for the next setup. Just wait, because you're gonna
There's
get
always
smashed
another
up again.
trade.
Your R to R will be off. Yeah, R to R to be off. You're gonna be risking more than you need. Then you're gonna get. It's an entire screw up from that point. So let it go. Right? Just let it go. Just look for the next one to set up like this. Right. But for me, I do have the EMAs on here. That's why I have enter here, which will be level one, where it says, 1350 cross. Look for that small run, which is this area, right? Then a pullback, which would be the first pullback to that 50 EMA. And I want to smash it there, right? From that point, the next zone will be that the 5200 will cross at that point. I want to see a small M structure off the 200 EMA. Again, it can be the M, that half a bat, head and shoulders, whichever one, except the V, the only one you don't take, right? Those three, or let me see that type of and I'll smash. This is typically where I am. If I grab the first one, I'm definitely second one, right? If the first one, I'm definitely putting my full position on it the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. There's nothing else there. It's like beating a dead horse. There's nothing. There's no more meat on the bone. You're sucking bones right now. Just let it go. Grab you another chicken wing. Right? There's no more meat on that bone right now. Right? On to the next one.
There you
Right?
go.
So,
Yeah.
see, that's how I like to get that. I probably went in a bit deep. Well, you make the exact thing, guys, that you probably saw. Cross, we're looking for that W structure. The only difference is I have this, as I mentioned last time, this TDI at the bottom that gives me just a little bit more insight as to what's actually happening. Right. So I do have this
Sure.
on here as well, which I keep saying this. Me and Tiger need to figure out how to get this shareable, I guess is the word to use. I
Mm-hmm.
had one of my devs make this, but this is I'm giving this to everybody for free if they want to follow like my process to it. So um, Just trying to figure out how to get that shared for free. I don't really know.
Seriously.
um, right. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on gold. I see that's what against the last member here, which was CRA double Z. CRA double Z was wondering what the best strategy
Kraz,
on gold.
yeah.
CRA double Z. You like Kraz or CRA double Z?
Yeah, I know, right?
And then we got sleep narrator, right? Good morning. This is my first time seeing Coach Tony. Oh, how's he been in trading? Oh, okay. You take the floor, Tony. Look like
Oh, yeah, sure.
you got he wants to know all about what you got
Little
going on here.
Q
How
and
you
A.
how
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Absolutely. I'm not going to go too long in the story time, but it is quiet markets, so why not, right? Oh, hang on, you
Right.
got an answer there. CRA double Z. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Got to dress like you want appropriately,
Okay.
right?
Sound cool, yeah. CRA double Z.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds super cool. I
yeah,
can't even lie.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. The background story. Try to keep it sweet and simple. No
Right.
sleep narrator. Great question. Yeah. So for anyone seeing me, hello, my name is Tony. Okay, I am from Boston. I'm sorry about the accent. I know it's some people say like it's so hard to understand people from the northeast part of the United States because they speak English like a different way, but we'll try to work through it. Yeah, so
Right.
I actually started getting into trading at obviously a young age, like so many other people. But a lot of people do start a little bit later, so that's okay too. Um, so I got into trading stocks at a really young age, probably like 16 years old. Just opened up a little brokerage account, literally with like $50, and that was back when like E Trade and Scott Trade, if you're familiar with U.S. brokers, they were like
Yep.
the two biggest like brokers for regular people to go
Sure.
into, I guess, day
Yep.
trading, right?
For
And then
sure.
obviously took a liking to finance and whatnot. Went to university for finance, graduated, got a couple of jobs in commodity trading, both the physical commodities and some of the cash commodities. Both myself, I think both myself and then Coach Paul, who's on the futures team as well, Mike is he kind of had like a similar background with the cash commodities and whatnot. So it was a pretty good way to see how physical commodities exchange hands, but then understand how that
Right.
affects or how vice versa one affects the other between physical commodity trading and then cash commodity trading or futures trading, which is obviously what we're doing now.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Right.
so I did that for a little bit. Traded everything. I traded natural gas for a while. I traded crude oil, obviously, because sometimes they go hand in hand. But for two different companies, I did that,
Mhm.
and then I traded things like lumber, North American lumber. I mean, Canada and the United States, some of the biggest lumber producers, obviously in the Western world. So
Right.
I traded that for a little bit, had a short stint doing that, and then I went into futures trading and actually did that for like almost 7 years out here in Boston.
Wow.
Um, so that was equity indices, some option stuff, but mainly revolving around futures. So yeah, that's kind of the short to long-winded version of how I ended up here. Now I do obviously hedge fund consulting and all that, and I do some trading for a couple of different people, a little bit of algorithmic trading as well. So here we are, Hola Prime, and
Yeah.
or Ola
Yeah.
Prime, right?
Right.
Depending on what part of the world that you're from and the pronunciation.
Right.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
so this is what
Hola.
I do. I mean, I just do the futures trading. Um, Not really big into the forex stuff. I know that a lot of people are, and especially like late night hours in the United States, a lot of people are trading forex. Why?
Don't hit
Because
me and say that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Well, it's just some of these people. They're like, I just can't stop trading, right? So they pick
Yeah.
forex because obviously the market's open the majority of the time, and I guess futures
Yeah.
just isn't good enough for them, you know.
It's for the
So yeah,
it's for the
that's
addicts.
pretty much it.
Like the
Yeah, yeah, I know.
degenerates.
And obviously, to kind of get into my trading style, for anyone watching, my trading style is more day trading, even though I hate the term day trader because there are so many people that are self-proclaimed day traders, but they're not really. But I don't really tend to do swing trades or intraday or overnight holding. I used to do it, um, but I just if I'm sitting at the machine, I guess I have the bandwidth, so I'm going to be like kind of doing some scalping stuff. Um, not as high frequency as some of these people are. I've seen some people go into a trade for two
Right.
seconds and they say I'm a scalper. So I guess that's
Like, whoa,
scalping. But yeah, I
whoa.
appreciate it. Appreciate being here, guys. Yeah, welcome back to everyone that's come back, and we'll see if we can't find some more trades here.
Right, right. I love it. I love it. It's always cool to hear everyone, how we all get introduced to it, right? Like, there's just
Yeah,
something
yeah. I
about it.
mean, even you. I bet you run through it for yourself. Like, how'd you get started earlier on?
Yeah, man. When I first got into it, it was I was living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at this point, and I had a good friend of mine. He's a very passionate. He's like, Mike, like, you should come and like trade with us. Like, you're smart. You got the math thing going on. You should come trade with us. I'm like, yeah. He's like, we're always at the Starbucks. We're at the Starbucks. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
I don't drink coffee like that, so I'm like, oh, okay. That sounds cool. I'll catch you there one day. I swear he said this for months. Like, he said this for a long time. And
Sure.
one of the days I'm just out with some other friends actually, and I like go somewhere and it's a Starbucks there, and he comes running outside. He says, Mike, he's like, you was coming here to this Starbucks? He was like, you was coming to trade? I'm like, no, but what's going on? Like, what's up? Mind you, there's a Lamborghini outside. I'm like, oh man. He like, Caesar
Oh
here.
man,
Caesar's
yeah,
here.
of course.
That's his Lambo. And I'm like, oh, this is his Lambo, the guy you've been talking about for the longest. He's like, yeah, this Caesar. Caesar here. You got to meet him. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, oh, I didn't know Caesar drove a Lamborghini. That's kind of interesting,
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
clearly he got something going on at this point. Mind you, this
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
2012.
Oh wow. Yeah.
2012.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, not a
Right. So
scammer.
I'm like, right. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's crazy. I've never even known anybody who to see start up a Lamborghini, right? Like, that's crazy.
Sure.
At,
Yeah.
at that time, I
Yeah.
didn't know anybody, but yeah, we come in. Long story short, we're there for a little bit, and Caesar is there, and they're trading, and all he keeps saying is, "What's the price? What's the price?" He's like, "Yeah, we up this much. We up this much." And slowly but surely, I watched this guy in 2 hours make $2,375 in my face. And at that
Wow.
point, I thought that
Yeah.
was a lot of money. I'm like, wow,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen
2012.
anything like
Sure.
this before. Yeah, I'm younger. I'm like, he made $2,000 today in
Uh-huh.
2 hours
Uh-huh.
in
Yeah.
Starbucks. Wow. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on, right? And my boy, his name's Andre. I said, but hold on a second. I said, I watched it go down. It went down in price. I was like, how did he make money and it went down? I thought you have to buy it and it
Uh-huh.
goes up. And he said, he grabbed my shoulders. He said, Mike, you can make money when it goes down. And I said, for real? He said, yeah. And he bust
Uh-huh.
out laughing right in my face.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
At
Yeah.
that point, that was my, hold on a second, I'm missing something here moment.
Hmm. Hmm. No, that's
Right?
good.
So I'm
That's a
like, all
great.
right. He said, come to the house. We there most days of the week. They either be at the house or
Hmm.
at Starbucks. Right? He lived like a little bit further out. But yeah, at this point I had a 49cc scooter, chat. Like, small scooter. I'm just riding around. Like, wannabe motorcycle, riding around the city on this little scooter. And lo and behold, I'm there like every day. They had a big house. Well, he had a big house, and his wife was there. She would make breakfast every day. And man, I used to
Nice.
love going over there. Charts,
Yeah. Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah.
That, that sounds like a great morning.
Right. You get great insight.
That's
Right.
how I got hooked. Yep, I got hooked from that.
That's
I,
awesome.
I watched
Yeah.
them make 25,000, go up to 40,000. great days, bad days, but that's when I got introduced to the market. I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
I even noticed they existed, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Super wild, like for me. And that's what brought me here. They were trading stocks, went from stocks to options, from options to binary options, from binary options to forex, and that's where I found
Sure.
my home, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think there's like actually a
crazy.
bunch of questions coming in now. Here's one. How much
Oh
money do you
man,
think you guys lost learning? How much money did we lose learning how to trade?
dude, I'm to this day, I'm actually it's the most embarrassing, non-embarrassing thing to say ever, right? Like
Hmm.
at this point, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So, in which market we can go through stocks, right? I was down 8,000, which I didn't even have on stocks. And we can talk about that. Binary options, that was the next best thing. That was even more, right? I was closer to 13.4 in options. So what is that? Yeah, 13.4 over this entire thing, right? Then we get to binary options, slightly down a little bit, right? Because it wasn't. I didn't really know what was going on. I don't have money to keep throwing good money off the bat at this point, right?
True. Sure.
Right. So much
Absolutely.
lower. This is closer to like 4. And when I finally got into forex, to be totally honest, I can't say I lost money in this because this is my market now, and I've made plenty. But I'll say my biggest day in that loss was 2,400. Like when I was younger and I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't get my risk management
Sure.
down pat, right? But
Yeah. Yeah. I
2,400
know
in
when you
one
have
day.
days like that,
That
just
broke me.
wipes you out.
Yeah, that broke my heart. I was like, man,
Mm.
I can't believe I'm still doing this and still
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
like at this stuff.
Yeah. That's
Just
the rent,
not
right?
there yet. I'm talking about plenty of like broken days, right? Where I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm made for this. You know, you know all about it, Tony. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
not
Oh man,
again,
I could tell you a lot of different stories. Yeah. 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 I hear you.
not again.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's kind of the same
plenty.
for everybody. It all I think it all depends on where you start or what security, what product you start trading, right? So, I mean, if you just
Mhm.
get into stocks, yeah, you can lose a couple hundred, a couple thousand trading stocks, or and then obviously options, right? They're derivative products of stocks, and it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I might end up, losing a lot of money, not just a little bit of money doing this option stuff because options there's so many different things that go into it. There's time
Yep.
decay, which is theta, there's beta
Yep.
decay, there's gamma, all these things. And you could have been correct, right? With a stock, you bet that it was
Mhm.
going to go up. It did go up, but it didn't go up enough, right? So you, instead of losing, $500 on, a stock play, just an equity play, you lose like $2,000 on an options play. So yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I kind of did the
Yep.
same thing, and made a little bit, lost a little bit. I'd say, hindsight, I'm probably flat to up on the options. Um, because I definitely
You're the man.
revenge traded. Yeah, well,
You're the
well,
man.
you know, no, no, no. I'll say I definitely revenge traded doing options, but I guess things actually worked out in my favor. So it is what it is. But and then you go into like different products for like futures or forex, and I never really went into forex. I know a little bit about it, obviously not as much as Mike, but futures is definitely, I guess, my bread and butter, right? I think I've been
Yeah.
successful with it, not to toot my own horn.
Right.
Um, but how much did I lose learning futures? If I had to actually put a number on it, I'd probably say $20,000. And that's obviously an expensive course. That's an education for some people, which is good. But I made it back, many, many times over. So I'm happy with it. If I could do
Right.
it again, I would.
For sure.
Obviously, if I could do it again, I wouldn't try to lose as much money, but sometimes that's just what you need to do, right? Like you said, like you lose twenty
Yeah.
four hundred dollars in
Yeah.
a day, and you're like, "Holy crap!" Like that's
Yeah.
the rent. That's the rent money for the month, and I just lost that in a
Yeah.
day. So, the market. Obviously, they always say like the market has a way of humbling you. but
Yeah.
also just life and the way that life ebbs and flows. And you know yourself
Mhm.
better than anyone. So if you can handle it, if you think you can reel yourself in after a loss like that and build better risk management metrics, then you probably will
Yeah.
do it, right? Or you won't, and you just keep on losing money and you'll go broke, and you'll
Yeah.
eventually
That's
just
you
have to
the
sell the computer that you even
feeling.
trade on. So
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean
Exactly.
it's different for everybody. But like now, nowadays, right? Prop firms where you can pay a little bit of money and have a $150,000 account or a $50,000 account and be able to actually trade in the live market. See, that was the other thing.
Mm.
Like we had
We didn't have that.
simulated.
You had to put your own money in.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, exactly. You had to put your own money in if you wanted live market
Yeah.
feed. Now you can just, the monthly subscription, however big the account size that you want to take, and you get access to live quotes. Okay, it used to be that it was always 10 minutes delayed. So you just be like, yeah, I'm not really trading in the market, but I'm kind of seeing how the market ebbs and flows and putting on positions and all that.
Right.
Um, but it's kind of a farce, right? Because well, it's not
Mhm.
live. So I mean, today is like
Right.
the best day, the best time, the best year to be learning how to trade anything. And obviously, Ola Prime is a great place to do it. There's so many different resources, whether it's a one-on-one coaching session with one of us, or I believe that they're giving everyone free access if you have an account to the educational side, which there'll be videos.
Right.
Obviously, you can message any of the coaches in the Discord chat. So if you're not in the Discord, definitely get into the Discord because even myself, I post charts, I answer questions, I'll take a look at a market. Um, for anyone that wants to look at different markets, if we're not currently talking about them.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, there's always a plethora of educational resources for everyone here at Hola Prime. Kind of just going
Nah,
down in
for
the chat.
sure.
Let's see. Have we ever met in person? No, we haven't. No, no sleep narrator. Another good personal question. Have we ever met in person? No. Do we plan on meeting?
No.
Hopefully. I
I'm
guess.
down to get to Boston.
Mhm.
Funny enough, I gotta be in New Jersey in February for my sister's wedding.
Okay, well, if you're
We'll be
coming up
married,
north,
so.
just don't go any further north. Seriously, you don't want to come up to Boston. There's not much to see.
Dude, I don't
College
want to
town,
be in the
yes.
cold at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do
It's
it.
been pretty warm. It's been pretty warm, but yeah, I mean, in a month or so, who knows? Who knows where it's gonna be? Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully, if there's a company out and we all get together somewhere, I'd absolutely join everyone
yeah,
for
for
that. Let's
sure.
see. Another question: how much money do you coaches make monthly on average from trading or yearly? Um, Again,
Oh, that's
good
a good
personal
one.
question here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start and then I'll just hand it over to you, Mike, Coach Michael. Um, it's been, I mean, I can't even give you an average, because it's just been kind of up in the air. Um,
Right.
some, I mean, I'll say like my best year and then my worst year. Well, my worst year, I'll start with that. My worst year is losing money, right? So like they always say like you have a good day if you're in the green, right? If you've made $10 or $1, like that's still a good day. When you zoom out to a year, um, most I've lost in a year probably $50,000. Most I've made in a year, um, times the 50 times almost 100. Sorry, not 100 times 10. Do the math.
Right.
So sometimes it's like it's feast or famine, and what you do with that money really really counts. I think there's going to be
Right.
some more like lifestyle videos posted on the Hola Prime TV channel, so you'll get a little bit of a glimpse into how each of us, what we do in our spare time, how we choose to live our days out, and what we spend that hard
Right.
earned cash on. So stay tuned. How about yourself, Coach Michael?
For sure. For sure. I love that. I love that. Yeah. To be totally honest, guys, I love slash hate answering this question.
I know. Yeah.
Right. it's the funniest thing because it can almost seem like bragging, I guess, like kind of in a
Sure.
way a
Yeah.
little
No, I
bit.
hate it. I hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It actually could. So I'll be honest. I want to be honest on both fronts. When I lived in Atlanta, we were in the tallest building in Atlanta. Lived on the 35th
Hmm.
floor. I got the view of the whole entire city. I mean, this is freaking immaculate, guys. And that rent there
Hmm.
a month was $3,500, right? Sometimes I could make that in a day. I wasn't really worried
Yeah.
about the rent. We're talking about USD,
Yep.
by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wasn't even really worried about it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I mean, literally, we'll go through 20, 30,000 in a month sometimes, like just ridiculous, like crazy. And at some point, I'm like, all right, we need to stop this because something is going on. Right?
Uh-huh. Something bad's gonna happen.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest, that's when when you're living a dream. And I'm gonna be honest, even
Hmm.
before I got into this place, guys, I was doing pretty decent in my trading career. And I had a vision board. I had it on my wall and everything. And I said, I want something like this. I'm gonna hit my trading goals and I want to get a penthouse apartment like this. And literally, guys, believe it or not, the very place that I put on my vision board end up being the exact place we moved into. Just like on the secret in essence. This is on my vision board. It's called the Icon Midtown. I got pictures, videos, the whole thing of this. It's super crazy,
Nice.
right? We
Yeah.
had a movie theater upstairs, Whole Foods downstairs. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
immaculate,
Yeah.
immaculate, right? The
Hmm.
cars,
Hmm.
no Lamborghini, it was just a regular BMW, but the whole thing. We literally gave all that up and we moved to Mexico. I'm here right now. I'm going on my
Hell yeah.
third year here. A lot less cost to say the least, but
Sure.
yeah, I mean,
I know you're living the dream. I mean, you're
super,
living it right now, right?
yeah, we that's why I said on those 2 days, the weekends after 5 on Friday and right before 5 on Sunday, that 48-hour period, I like to be anywhere in this little park. An island, a yacht, a catamaran, under the ocean, a submarine, a cenote, some resort, some beach club. I could be any of those in a 40-hour span right there
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
life that trading has afforded me to this day. Right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely love it. Right? But
Yeah.
that's one of those things. But yeah, guys. I mean, I guess at this core, as far as losing, man, losing money. Sometimes I'm embarrassed to even say this, but I think the highest month's been like 32,000. Right? Like on some, I cannot believe that we lost this much money trading this month. Right? On the highest month, we've had a 56,000 dollar month. And I'm like, all right, if I can do this every month, I can definitely be where I need to be at in 5 years time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the monies are relative, right? And I also just want to say this too, and I guess we can get back into it, but it really depends on where you are, right? Like, because again, like the amount of money we do here, living where I live, super rich. Like it's insane. Like Mexico is a very cost effective place. We can do whatever we want to do on the weekends, every day of the week. That is, to be honest, right? With not much effort, as much help as you can need, and it's amazing. So all countries, have their different places. Mexico, Thailand, China, some parts of
Hmm.
U.S., very minimal
Sure.
parts of U.S. I must say, not Jersey.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. No. And it's only shrinking by the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so it gets crazy, but it's all relative. It kind of depends on your lifestyle, which you like. Like no matter how much money I made, I'm not a yacht supercar person, right? Like I like to rent
Sure.
them
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
go to certain places,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's really it. But I would never own one of those things. Like I don't
Uh-huh.
care. I don't know. I just wouldn't want to spend that much money on that. Like
Yes.
that's
Yeah. 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 It's
not
such a
it.
money pit.
Maybe if you're getting a charter, maybe right, you're making money off of it. Then yeah, but I don't want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Right?
No,
Like
I
I
know.
like the
I know.
fact
And then
that
obviously the
I got
depreciation, insurance.
yes, yes. I'd rather rent it, have 30, 40 of my friends rent it for 2 days, and we all
Mm.
had a damn blast, and everyone can remember this for a lifetime. I'd much rather have that than I gotta pay that every month. No, that's not
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah. You don't want that.
No. So yeah. Cool. Great questions, guys. I feel like it was super personal. This is quiet markets. As Tony said, this is exactly what it's for. Um, so yeah, definitely want to get it going. I see we got another one that says, "Are you guys going to get funded and trade the accounts live?" I think Coach Tony and I have both been funded for some years now. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
help. We're trying
Yeah.
to help you guys get funded
Yep.
at this point, and you can
Honestly,
take
I
some
was
of
actually
our
just
trades.
talking about this. I was just talking about this. And again, I'm gonna sound like an a-hole, like saying it, but like
Yeah.
the a lot of the prop firms out there, they send you the little certificate like, oh yeah, you're funded live trader. And then some
Hmm.
of these, firms have like the payout certificate. And it's just like, stop sending me
Right.
these. Like seriously, they don't mean anything. I actually just sent a screenshot
Right.
in one of my group chats just to a couple of buddies, and I was like, these things are just becoming more and more meaningless to me. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Because
ridiculous. And
everyone
I
has
know I
them
sound
nowadays.
yeah, I know, and I sound like an ass, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, that's always the end goal, right? Is that to become a
And
funded
so
trader.
even for me, right? Some people that be like, oh, like, let me see one of your funded certificates. I'm like,
Hmm.
first of all, it's interesting to say this. I would like, you do know that if I wanted to, I could just forge this, right? Like I can easily get someone
Oh
to AI
God,
and
yeah,
make one
yeah,
of
yeah,
these with my name on it, right? That
yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
really mean anything. But here
No,
you
I know,
go.
especially in
Since
this day and
for your
age, right?
personal identification,
Yeah,
here you go. What you
yeah.
should be worried about, I think the question you want to ask is, let's see some live trades. Let me go to my live account and
Oh yeah,
show some
sure.
things like that, or go to my FX book, which also can still be forged. But it just comes, eh,
Can it really?
nowadays, yeah, yeah,
Oh wow, really? I thought that they were connected to
yeah.
like your account or something. Because I just literally like 2 months ago was talking to a guy, and he's like, yeah, here's my P&L, and he sends me a link, and it's my FX book, and that was actually the first time that I had
Yeah.
ever heard of my FX book.
My
And I
Facebook.
was
Oh
like, and
wow,
of
okay,
course, like his P&L is just up and to the right, right? It's just like straight
yeah.
up. And I'm like, have you ever taken a loss? And he's just like, read the graph. And I was like, no, have you ever taken a loss? Like,
Right.
can you answer that question for me? Like, honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
See
weird.
stuff
It's
like
weird.
that. So when they you can buy the certificate in essence for that data.
Mm,
You can make it show whatever it wants. Right.
wow.
So at this point, at this stage, it's super hard to tell certain
Sure.
stuff like that. So I'm like, nothing beats live trading. Right.
No.
Nothing
Yeah.
beats that.
Yeah.
Right. And are you going to be right every time? Of course you're not. But if you
No.
stay around long enough, you can actually show like, all right, this guy can. I seen him hit the last eight, out of 10, 7 out of 10,
Hmm.
6 out
Hmm.
of
Hmm.
10.
Hmm.
He might know what he's talking about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
No. And
big
I
difference.
honestly, I think that's the biggest tell for everyone
Yeah.
that's listening right now. When you are looking for someone that you want to learn trading from and they're not showing live trades, um, it's a huge red flag, like straight up huge red flag. But also, um, for these people that say like I win 95% of the time, it's like no, they don't. They definitely don't. I'll tell you. I know how. I mean, we're on the live stream, right? I know how it is here. Like, I mean, I think we're showing my screen here. So, what some of these guys will do is say I'm short silver right now. I'm on a 1 minute chart. I'm just trying to do a little scalping thing. I want it to come back and test this 26 level and maybe break free. Okay, and go a lot lower. Um, is it going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. I'm looking at this little purple line here, which is a 21 EMA. We're getting a little bit of resistance. We got a little bit of a bounce up to that 21 EMA, bounced down. So we rejected off of it. So we're going to see if it continues up or continues down. That's it. So what some of these guys will do is they'll get long in one account, and it's all simulated, right? Simulated profits. So they get long here, and then they'll just change their account to the other one and get short. And however the market
Right.
plays out, they're like, they cut the loss of the one that was wrong, and then they just start showing the one that was right. See, I was right. Now I'm up $3,000. Like,
Right.
you guys just can't do it like me. Another one that I love is when people just come into their live stream and they've had a position on for like the last 30 minutes. It's like, well, why didn't you say anything to the chat? Like, what are we trying to do here? And this is
Yeah.
for everyone in the chat. This isn't anyone. I'm not talking about anyone at Ola Prime. Honestly, Ola Prime.
Right.
It's a reason.
Just in
It's one of the
general.
reasons why I'm here. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I'm here.
Right.
Pride themselves on the most transparent prop firm. It's true. It's true. I
Right.
hate. I hate all these fly by night internet trading gurus that are just trying to sell you their course. Okay, I've seen it all. I've talked to them. Some of them have tried to hire me because I do like the algorithmic trading stuff. Um, I don't want to be a part of it. I've refused to be a part of it. They're really just scamming you guys for some sort of monthly fee to try to sell their course, like I said. And yeah, you just really shouldn't be about it. Real traders take losses. Okay, and the real traders that
100%.
show the real traders that show those losses, those are the guys that you trust, right? You trust a person more when they admit to a mistake, right? So why would you not trust them more if they admitted to actually taking on a loss and showing you and being transparent?
Right.
It's one of the reasons why I'm here, honestly. um, yeah, so let's see, any other questions? Do you guys use fib retracement? Yes, I mean, I do. um, Let me see here.
I got it on my toolbar, but I don't use it quite too much. Just
Oh,
like some
really?
for extras for sure.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
I
know
mean,
about it. I like it. I see it because I think it's insane that it always plays out that way. But I don't actively
yeah,
use it, to be totally honest.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Now, fib retracement. I mean, it's. I think it's pretty good. It's obviously finding statistically significant levels. Here we are, chat. I mean, literally from when I started my rant, I got short one of these contracts. We're kind of at the level that I want to cover. Um, So we're up $150. What I'm doing right now is I just used my stop loss essentially as a trailing stop so that now I can lock in profit. Okay. So now I'm up 200, up 175. I don't want to constrict it too much. So I am assured $200 profit in this trade right now. Okay. As you see it on the screen,
Right.
it's just how it is. All right. We keep on trailing down because silver is coming off a little bit, and that's what we're trying to do here. Just trying to make a couple of bucks. And this is, like I said, it's quiet markets, right? So I am short one mini, one mini silver contract. I'm not short in the micros, but I should be trading micros instead of minis. So minis is like the full fledged contract when you're trading futures, and then everyone, you have micro
Right.
contracts, which are like um, they're just fractions of a contract. So like it's like 10 micro contracts equals one mini contracts in terms of leverage, in terms of P&L, and in terms of something called tick value, which is like a one tick move up or down, like how much money do you make or lose. So yeah, I mean, this is
Right.
a pretty okay trade. Hopefully someone's making money in this. Looks like, I don't know, actually price is at my level and I'm not getting out. And that's the other thing. Oh, okay, we just got filled. Order filled. So we're up $250. Oh, there you go. All right, not bad for a nice little
Nice.
Sunday evening. and that was in silver.
Nice.
Okay, just off of a little move. We'll see if we can't find anything else. I'll take a look at Nasdaq, and this is all I kind of try to do is just scalp, move around, see if there's any significant levels that we should be looking at. And yeah, anyone make any money in that
Take off
trade?
like
Come on, it'll make me feel better.
that. Say, come on. Even now, I
Honestly,
just took the EA trade, right? It's up.
yeah,
Not too
yeah,
much, but
yeah,
still. It's just a point, right?
yeah. I know, right? All you need is
Like
a
you
couple
said,
points, right?
right? That's all you need sometimes. That's all
Mm-hmm.
you need sometimes. That's the craziest part
Mm-hmm.
of like everyone's trying to make in a month. I'm like, dude, just get you a decent amount of account, right? And just take you a
Mm-hmm.
small 1% a week, 4 or 5% a month. That'll do you good. If you can't work with $10,000 a month, I mean, as a starting point, you will never be able to make 25, 30, 40, $50,000 a month work. You just won't.
No, yeah, nope, nope. You really won't. It's very true.
You gotta start
Trust
just
us, we've been doing this for
someplace.
a while. Yeah, for anyone that any of the gold
Yeah.
bugs out there, it looks like um gold looking for a short here for sure. It seems like gonna have some EMAs crossing, shorter EMA dragging everything lower. Probably a break between before right around this level. I mean, this is previous previous low, but it was a higher low, and it looks like there's actually some volume pressure to kind of push things down. Um, and then of course, like
Yeah,
we kind of
I go to
when
the short side
yeah yeah yeah
momentarily to
yeah.
go then to go on.
And then like another thing, like you just start reading the news, right? What's going on in gold right now? What's going on in precious metals? Well, you should probably look at what's going on around the world. Seems like there might be a little bit of risk off sentiment with obviously some of the
It is.
geopolitical headlines that are had, coming in,
Yep.
especially from the Russia Ukraine situation. Um, so who knows? Who knows what happens overnight with Hong Kong trading? But we'll see. We'll keep on following it.
Yeah. Typically, as we all know, typically when things are kind of uncertain, what do? Sell stocks and buy gold. So a
Hmm.
gold bias is not bad to have. I mean, for the shorts now, obviously, but once it gets to that certain level, which would be around, let's see what this 200 EMA is at. Yeah, so
Hmm.
around that, I would say shorts at least to the 36.65 level, right? So eh, it's approaching that area. Somewhere around there was like what I would want to start seeing it bounce off of that and kind of going back the other way. But most definitely, we're gonna get some crazy news to come up. I'm sure.
Yeah. Was that
Coming up shortly.
33.65? Was that the intraday low this evening?
That was I got it at 33.74. Yeah,
Oh
thirty
wow.
three
Okay,
seventy
I got
four.
you. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, it's one of
I
those
want to see
things.
it
I
bounce
mean,
off the level of 33.65, somewhere around
mhm.
there. Let me start seeing some type of double bottom W structure, then going long. I'll be all over this that setup to the upside. It's gonna be funny enough. It's gonna happen, and we're gonna talk about it next Sunday.
Sure, sure, absolutely. Looks like Liquidation Labs in the chat. He says, "Tony, I made some cash. Good. Hopefully, and hopefully you make it.
Hey,
You guys
nice,
pull the trigger on that gold. I probably. Oh crap! I just
nice.
got short. I just got short silver.
Like that.
Whoops. Uh,
Oh, whoops.
okay, sorry. I
You
just
say
made 50
USD
bucks.
30 shorts.
See, I just. Oh man, I wanted to get short silver right here. And I'll get
Tony, I
short
made some cash.
micro.
Nice. LFG, let's go. Not valid yet. Any giveaways tonight? Nah, Liquidation Lab. I think we got the giveaways throughout the week. Sundays,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little.
Usually
The
throughout
only
the
day that
day.
we don't. Yeah, catch us tomorrow for sure. Catch us tomorrow. I think we give them away every day, Monday through Friday. Sundays, these quiet markets just opening up for you guys. and kind of setting the tone for the week. All right.
Nice. There you go.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Gotta
well, we
make the
do it. We do it
moolah.
right here. Hola Prime.
No, I love it. For sure. No, great job. We got let's see what else. But yeah, guys, you got anything else? Oh, he says US 30, please. Tony, I'm making $500 now in your gold shorts. Somebody got your gold shorts made 500, Tony.
Come on. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's down how much more? Another, what, 10 points almost? See, we're
Right.
getting everybody paid here.
Love it.
Quiet markets. It's one of those
Love it.
things. You can't
I
beat it.
love it. I
That's
love it.
great. I mean, like I say, I mean, but, this is just, I do really short term stuff. Like I'm probably in a trade for like maximum 30 minutes, maximum. Okay. Um, so like, yes, when I said it a couple minutes ago, like, oh, looking for a short. And now obviously, like you see from where, from what, here to here,
Right.
and we're just down. Like, it's just one of those
Let me
things
go.
that like, okay, maybe we got lucky. Maybe. If you did
Right.
get short,
Either
great.
way, he was right.
Ultra Maximus, awesome. Cool to see you. Making a couple $100 here. Um, I'd probably look to get out, honestly, right now if you are short, just to kind of close it out. Or just, trail it with a stop. Lock in that profit.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's great about a trailing stop loss, but turned into a
Hmm.
profit taking order. Okay. Is that you
For
can just keep
sure.
on riding it down, you know. Silver, nice. Silver, same thing, getting blown out just a little bit here. All right.
No, nice. I love
So
it.
yeah, what I
Oh,
like I said, chat. Like I was trying to get short gold, but in my little order montage here, I had silver loaded up, and I actually hit sell on silver, so I had to close that. So that was an error, right? But I guess I made $50, so it is what it is. Yeah. So my bad. And then like I say, like, I don't go out and get short like after a couple minutes have gone by or a couple seconds, like, and the market's really moving. Now it's really starting to it was really starting to cruise lower, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I missed it. Okay, it's my bad. It was an error. Okay, so I
right.
really don't go chasing it because there's always another. And that's kind of one of the hardest things, right? Is to not just try to jump in after you just messed up something and then maybe get pinned at the low, and then you get this little green bar here on the 1 or 2 minute chart, right? And then you look like a big
Right.
idiot. So
Right. So, you just definitely gotta pull it together for sure. Well, now, nice. Guys making some moolah. Gotta love it. Coach Tony putting money in y'all pockets on a Sunday.
trying.
I
There you go.
love it. Awesome.
Oh, you guys got to get
Awesome.
involved in the daytime sessions. We were having some big days, up like $2,000, up $1,500. So
Man,
I
we
mean, those
talk
aren't
about
even like
it.
big days. No, I know, right? Right. And
Tiger,
then of course, like
Tiger,
tomorrow will
yeah.
come around, and then we'll be losing. We'll be in the red.
No, so funny enough, Tiger, Richard, and I, we talk about it every day. Like we like, yeah, this the London. Sometimes you got some stuff going on. It's like, oh, but the futures guys, it's a lot of action going on. Like, right? It's like
Oh yeah,
fireworks
yeah,
in their set.
yeah. But it's just one of
So
those
yeah,
things where
I
it's
check it
like,
out sometimes.
yeah, it's like, dude. I mean, sometimes in these shorter term time frames, it's one of those things where you gotta, if you're a beginner or like new to it, or if you're thinking about like switching over to futures from Forex or however, or the opposite way around, you
Right.
got to think, okay, do I want to be constantly worrying all day while I'm sitting at my computer? about every little tick that happens in the market. Do I want that? Can I handle that? Can my heart handle it? Depending on your age, right?
Right.
Um,
Right.
or do
Especially
you
long
want to just
term.
kind of like, yeah, or yeah, exactly, or exactly that. Do you want to be a long term, trader, like, or a swing trader where you're holding positions for multiple days, and you really don't care about, like I said, what just happened, right? Because hindsight 2020, if we zoom out and we go back 20 minutes, I said short right around here, this little yellow line. We did. It took a little crap, but now it's right back to the same level that it started. So we're net
Mm-hmm.
zero, right? If you were a long term swing trader, you'd be like, yeah, I don't care about what just happened there, and that like somebody made $500. I don't care about that. I'm looking for the longer term trend. So it's just, there's
Right.
multiple different types of trading styles, and you need to just find your own. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer to the style of trading that you have.
100%. And that's something
Well,
I
I'd
think
say,
all traders
okay,
are
go ahead, go ahead.
what do you say? I'll close for 700 profit. Okay, ultra maximum. He said $700 profit off
There
your
you
play,
go.
Tony.
God,
Love it.
I wish I had a seven hundred
Love
dollar
it.
profit. Then I'd close it up and go to bed for the night.
All right. All right. Okay, all day
Uh,
Raja says briefly breakdown on US 30.
what is it? YM the Dow? Oh my gosh! I know that the Dow. We got to take out those intro week highs from last week, right? I think that was the high. Let's see, 15 minute. It depends. Okay, are we looking for a short term trade or more of a long term like swing trade? Let us know in the
Right.
chat what we're looking for on the US 30.
Yeah. It's two
Because
different things.
obviously,
You
like,
holding
yeah, exactly. We're
short
not going to
term.
get caught up in like the chop if we're not looking for that,
Right.
right? Unless you want me to just pump out a trade for you in like the next 2 minutes. But like, it's one of those things. Like, it's US overnight, right? It's the US indices, the US 30, the Dow Jones. So like, there's not a lot of liquidity. So like, you can't really
For
expect
sure.
like huge moves. And if you are sizing down and you're trading some of the mini contracts, you're not going to get
It's a
you're not going to
long
get a lot of
term.
profit. Yeah, yeah. So definitely
Uh,
be like long term
yeah.
overnight. Um, but then, of course, there's always headline risk, right? Like, you don't know things. We could be looking at the market through rose-colored glasses right now, so we could think like, yeah, the
Right.
outlook is very dovish, right, or bullish, right? We think that the market's just going to keep on trending up. Corporate earnings have been okay. The U.S. is doing okay. Consumer CPI is going to come out on Wednesday, so we'll see. Maybe we'll just drift up and to the right, and then a freaking headline comes out, and this thing just takes a massive dump, and you're still in that trade, right? So yeah.
Right.
Okay, he's looking for a longer term trade. I don't know. You want to take a look at a YM, Coach Michael?
Yeah. Yeah. On US
US
30.
30 Dow
So yeah.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah. So on a longer term trade, let's get this back up.
Yeah. Back in, we switch it over to Coach Michael here.
Yeah. Let's see. On a longer term trade for sure. My bias automatically will be long, just first and foremost, because this market has been rocking. So I'm looking
Hmm.
for more longs than shorts. Right, that's 100% sure. Yeah, if we can get my screen pulled up here,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah. Hang on here.
great. Back in one moment. Let me get my screen pulled up here, please. Chat, hang on a sec. Uh, One moment here, guys.
Oh, let's see.
So yeah, I already got US 30 pulled up. If I can get this on the screen here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Sweet.
All
All
yours.
right, so long term, and we talk about long term, the hourly is not long term. This is just what I'm looking at if I was to be short than long, right? So if I was to pull this up, let's kind of walk it up on up here, 4 hour chart, and let me take this off, right? So obviously we know we're in the uptrend at this point.
Hmm.
We're definitely in the uptrend. So I'm really only looking for buys, right? What will be that opportunity to go long, right? So just from my point of view, I did want to see shorts here just to kind of check this out. But for me, the next obvious standpoint would be I want to see a close above this high, right? So something around which we almost had actually. But yeah, let me see a close above this. Let me turn this to green so I can get some type of congruency there. But yeah, any type of close above this, then I'll be looking to take out these highs, right? If I can get a close, right, on the 4 hour chart, this is the 4 hour that I'll be looking at for a longer term play, right? So something like that, put my stop below here and put my TP, taking out these highs here. Oh, see a little short.
Hmm.
This is a little this is a little short. So I really want to take this move at this price, right? This price target is looks like 44,500. What I would much rather see is a close above this price, but a pullback to somewhere around here, right? Somewhere around here,
Hmm.
which is where we are now. But now we're getting into that range where it's, bigger than a one for one. We're at $1.66. I'm sorry, $1.60. So just risking $1 to almost one, a little bit more than one and a half, and taking out these highs, right? This would be on the 4 hour chart. If I were if I were looking at the daily charts, let's see. Let me take this off again and look for something on the daily. Oh, okay. So on the daily, yeah, we gotta be a little careful about this zone, guys. I'll be totally honest. Not to say that this won't happen, but I would definitely want to be careful at least around these zones here. All right. So do I think it's going to take out these highs? Yes, I do. That's like asking me, do I think Bitcoin's going to go past 120,000? Yes, I do. I do think
There
that. but, what,
you
but
go.
what I think doesn't matter. What matters is the actual price point, price action, and right pure technical analysis. If we can get a close above this, that would be great. Absolutely great. Do I think this is going to happen? Yes. But do I think what I'm looking for is going to happen? No. I've been more biased to longs than shorts. So if I was to
Hmm.
mark this up, I'm looking for two things. Something like this, right? And I'm interested in this level here. Oops. And this level here. Why is it not letting me do this? All right, let's just move it, I guess. This level here, and then this level here for the long side, right? That's one thing that can happen. Well, two things that can happen. Something else that can happen is something like this,
Hmm.
right? So I really don't care what it is, which one of them happens. If I had to pick one, which one do I want to happen? This one right here. To be totally honest, I would want that one because I got this fresh 5200 cross, right, which is the next level in the cycle, right? As I always bring up, now this is the daily, but I just want to pull this up really quick on the 1 hour. This is the cycle right here, right? Just the other way around. So when I see this W, the W structure just the other way around, I want it to look something like this, a break and retest that area. It broke here, retested here. Broke here, retested here. I want to see one of these two levels to happen. So we go over to US 30, right? And we go back to the daily again for the long term here. I just want to see it retest one of these levels, right? Which would be out of all places right here. That's why I want this one to point out, or this one, right? Which would be somewhere around after we got this 1350 cross, right? Which would be this area here, right? I want to see it happen somewhere right here to buy this going long.
There you go.
All right, let's make it green, make it congruent. But same thing. This is the break of this area, pull back in the retest. Is this nice? That's fine. Is this nice? No, that's not really fine. But if I saw that, maybe I'll take it. What I really want to see is this. I'm gonna make it huge. Is this right here?
Yep.
I really want to
Mm-hmm.
see it happen. All right, because this is the area where we got these two zones at. Right here, we got it right here. Same green horizontal line. I want to see some type of price structure off this area right here. So yeah, that's my breakdown of US 30. Bullish for sure, because once again, they've all been pretty bullish. They've been breaking all-time highs. My bias has recently changed. I don't want to short none of these three, right? We'll go back to the 1 hour because that's where I normally am. But when it comes to NAS 100, US 30, or S&P, I don't want to short none of these, or gold. I don't want to short none of them. I actually wanted to set up for me for longs so I can take it, right? That's why I have this bias here. I want to see some longs. I'll gladly take this, right? Risking $1 to make a dollar and a quarter. But even on the silver side, this is even better. 360, 384. Right? We can risk $1, make $3.84 on silver.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
would love for silver to set up. I would love for it to set up with the same thought process, right? Right? We got this 5200 cross, break above, retest. But if you look to this point here, it's the same area. Let me see some type of structure going long off this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all
Mm-hmm.
for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's not that hard, right? When you start to sit back and look at the chart holistically.
Yeah. Same thing over and over again. And I keep bringing it up. This is the whole business right here. Seriously, it don't even matter what time frame it's on. It's gonna look something like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? The only ones I just don't like to take is I don't take the V's. That's the only thing I don't take. I don't
Sure.
like the
Yeah.
V's.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no second pass to it. Like right, like for me on the V's, I want to see a second pass to this. I want to see a second pass to this, and then I don't like the one pass. It never for me. It just doesn't work out. I get jammed up a lot of times on this one right here. So I don't take that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
And you'll notice that long term, you'll see me. I'm like, oh, it's set up nice. I'm like, oh, it made a V. I can't take the V's. I think gold had one last week. Let me go back to it. I don't take the V's. I'm gonna take all of this off of here. I won't take the V's at all. Where was it? See, we had a nice W structure here. This is what I mean when I say this works. Right? We had the 5200 cross. The next thing you were looking for is some type of W structure off this 200 EMA. This is it right here. Zoop, ran on up.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was nice. Right? Before that, I think we had a V in here somewhere and I didn't take it. Uh, I wonder if it was gold. Same thing though, right? It's just a variation to the thing. We had the 5200 cross, right?
Hmm.
What do we have after this? We had a head and shoulders pattern. Left
Hmm.
shoulder,
Hmm.
head, right shoulder, ran up. This happens all the time. If you can spot the move off the 200 after the 5200 cross, this happens all the time. But man, we had a V in here somewhere. I can't really remember where it was. Maybe it was. I'm gonna go to Bitcoin because I know it was one in Bitcoin for sure.
Was it on the 1 hour?
Yeah, because I normally look at it on the 1 hour. So
Oh,
yeah, it
okay.
was definitely on the one. Oh, so here's Bitcoins right here. Right. So this is a time where it worked out, to be totally honest, but I wouldn't take this, and I didn't take this. Right. You see the 5200 cross here, right? And then what do we have? Right after this, we had this V. It was just a V that ran up. I
Hmm.
won't
Hmm.
take those. And as you can kind of see, it did come back. Oh, whoops. It did come back down and hit it again here and actually made the W and then went up. See, I would take this, but I won't take this. I don't want to take the
Yeah, yeah.
V's. I want to take the W.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
V's are, it's like having a chick where at any moment she will start cursing you out because she's mad. Like, no, I don't want somebody like that. I don't want, I don't
Honestly, I
want
don't
that.
think anyone does. You
Right.
want simple and easy,
Man,
right?
Bitcoin is taking off right now, ain't it?
Yeah, just
Did this thing
parabolic.
just hit another all time high? It's hard to tell. Oh, okay. I thought it did. It's super close. Alert. I just want to see it when it does happen. With ATH. Wow. It's close.
Wow.
Super close.
Yep. Yep. Unreal.
Yes.
I mean,
It's crazy.
basically,
I think
like, yeah, it's
sometimes I
all
was
time high.
trading Bitcoin, not buying it and like holding it, but just actively trading it was at like 30,000, 40,000. It's like, ugh, dude.
I know it's one of
So you
those
know
things.
what's funny? One of the guys who asked earlier, I forget who it was. He asked all the personal questions, but he forgot that one, I guess. Crypto? Oh my God. That's my biggest loss in any asset is in crypto because it's crazy how this stuff works. That's all I can really say. I'm like, man, I can't believe I didn't close out another bad one. And I actually went in a little too hard. I'm gonna be totally honest because I was actually one of the people who bought Ripple, XRP, whatever you want to call it, back in the
Yeah,
day
yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
22 cents and had it all the way up to $3. Right, like I was one of the people who held it for that. So crypto was actually my biggest play. Right, like one trade 14,000. Like whoa, now that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Not in a
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
I mean on one trade, 14,000. So I was always pretty biased to XRP. But yeah, I gave all of that back and some dealing with crypto. So whew, it's a little tough to tell sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I know. It really is. Oh man. Yeah, I own crypto
Right.
for a little bit, but like doubled my money between I bought Bitcoin when it was like 5,000 and sold it like when it was ninety five
Nice.
hundred. And like I thought, I thought I
Yeah.
was a genius, right? I thought I was a
Yeah.
genius. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean that's trading, that's asset management, that's investing. You really that's the thing is that you really don't know how you would, I guess, position yourself, but also what you would do with your position if you were up, $100,000. Would you wait? Would you wait or would you sell it when you were up 10,000 or 50,000 or whatever? Like there is no real foresight to see it unless you're like some
It's
person
true.
that has millions of dollars and you don't care, right? You just don't care. It goes up, it goes
No,
down,
you're right.
you know.
And it's one of
So
those things, like right, like it's all relative. It's the craziest thing ever, right? With maybe a lot to one person, it's not a lot to another person, vice
hmm
versa.
hmm
That whole thing, right? Where it's strange. I'll be totally honest. It's super strange. Some people are like, "How much? What's an expensive dinner to you?" If there's a comma in my dinner, that's a lot. I don't care what we
yes,
had.
yes,
That's
yes,
a lot
yes.
of money.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care how
yeah,
many
yeah.
people it was. I don't care what we drank. If there's a
hmm
comma in the tab, that's a lot.
Yeah, don't kid yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just be honest, right?
Mm.
Like that's a lot at that point. Other things are like, oh, I didn't even notice. You know what I mean? So it's all
Sure, yeah.
relative as to what you think it is. So, eh, strength, as I always say, what's a lot to you? That's just what it comes down to. But let's
Depends
look at
on how
this
much I made
angle
trading
right here.
that day.
Right? Exactly. It's one of those. Oh, I smashed. I'm finna buy the bar out days.
Is that
As
how
they
you guys
say,
roll down
really
there in
fluffy.
Mexico? I'm gonna come in.
Dude, I tell everybody all the time, I will show you the best time you've ever had in your entire life. I got the whole setup
Oh
already.
yes, absolutely.
I got the whole setup already. And if it's not the best time in your entire life, I would love to see what else there is, and I know this makes sure at least top 10. That's what I would say
Sure.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like seriously, I got the whole setup
That's
already.
great.
I've been here for
Yeah,
almost two
yeah.
years. I got a whole setup. You get down here,
You know the ins and
like
outs.
I
That's
wasn't
for sure.
expecting that. Yeah, places to go, what to drink, where to eat, excursions, fun stuff. What you want to do? What you
For
want?
sure.
You can make it happen. This is paradise. What do you want? Snap your fingers. We'll be here in 30 minutes, right? But this is crazy. This thing is still going higher right now. Like it's still
I know.
still
I know.
pushing. This move
It's
right
one
here
of
has
those
been
things that
solid.
like you can't even get involved. It's just one of
Mm-mm.
those things. You never know.
No, the risk is way off if you were to.
hmm
If I was to touch this, right, this thing would need to do something like this, then run back up there, right? Something like that with the reload, as I always say, right? Then I'll touch something like this. But right now, oh my, this thing is going to the moon right now. Let's see what that R to R would be. Yeah, nice 3.5. I'll take that. Something like that.
Seriously.
We
In
got
one
the
evening, get
we
in,
got
get
the fresh.
out.
We're in level two, right? Something nice like that. Boom. Anything beyond this, I am not touching that.
Seriously, you don't know where it's going and when it's gonna stop.
No, right. I can't touch it. I can't touch it. Cool, guys. We got 15 minutes left, chat. If you guys got any other questions, hold it out before we take it on. Oh, lost my last $1,000 on Bitcoin. Week I promise to ever. Now let's try it again. Yeah, trust me. Bitcoin has taken. We got people who then mortgaged their house and took out loans on Bitcoin. It's just ridiculous. I'm sure you've seen Dumb Money. It's a movie. It's called Dumb Money. If you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. If you
Is it
feel
on
bad
crypto?
about that, it's on GameStop.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It's on GameStop.
that
It's
Hello
called Dumb
Kitty
Money.
guy or whatever. I forget his name.
Yep, there we go. Yep. I forget his name too, but it is Hello Kitty or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, something Kitty.
Roaring Kitty,
Flying
Roaring
Kitty?
Kitty,
Roaring Kitty. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Roaring,
yeah. There you go.
Roaring Kitty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. He said enough. He said Kitty. That was it. He said Kitty.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that whole saga, the GameStop saga, that was pretty interesting. I mean, so many different crazy things were happening during COVID that it's just like, who knows if we'll ever see that type of market again.
Right. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest, guys. Like, I am no, I don't mind sharing like the losses of this journey, right? Like, we talk about a lot of gains, losses, or whatever, but crypto at the very highest, dude, man.
It's not going to
I'm talking
stop.
about
Come on, it's not
I
going
didn't
to
even
stop.
I didn't even know they did pumping up coins like that. Like, I lost a lot of money in this, right?
Yes.
Talking about more than like
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
Like, I'm like,
yeah.
all right, at
Yeah.
this point, I cannot do this again, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm blocked
Yeah.
off. If I were a casino card counter and I went to the casino and I was counting cards, you get banned. I can't go to the casino again. That's what I did to myself for crypto. Right? I'm banned from
Perfect.
that
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can't
I
do
know.
that again.
It's one of those things because
Yeah.
there's so many of them. I mean, there's
Yep.
more than there are stocks and securities, you know. And the ridiculous thing is that you have some of these cryptos where there is like some sort of altcoin, right? Like called,
Right.
I don't know, called anything, right? Kitty, right? Kitty coin,
Roaring
right?
Kitty.
But then,
Yeah. Roaring
yeah, 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 exactly. But
Kitty.
then there'll be another 500 coins that have the same name because those guys are like doing like a liquidity grab, right? They want you to be
Yep.
confused and they essentially want you their
Yep.
coin so that they can sell it, you know, and like take your money. It's like a scam.
Yep.
It's like it's so weird. And I mean, it's one of the
Dude, I
reasons why
didn't
there
know that
does need to be more
existed.
regulation,
Yeah.
you know, but like not on the stable coins. Like just leave these things alone. Like they are so highly regulated already.
And then you got the other things, right? Where it's like, what they call those things? The man, I forget. It's like something like the high yield investment programs, those coins. They come out with those little coin things too. It's like, oh, it went up this much. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm like, oh, it's been going up. It's been going up. I'm like, all right, let me get a piece of that. You make a little bit,
Okay.
you put
Yeah.
more into it. I'm like, all right, let me jump on it. I'm like, all right, I'm done
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah. Get
For
caught
some
holding
reason,
the
it's
bag.
the moment you get into it is when it goes down. For some strange reason, you made money the entire time,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
But
Yep.
as
Yep.
soon
Yep.
as here it
No,
is.
I know.
Here's me right here.
I had
Right?
a buddy that was doing
Here's
that
me.
type of stuff. He was doing those, crap coins they call it, right? And
Here's me.
it was
Woo,
it was the same thing for
woo,
him. It was the same
woo.
thing
I
for
get
him.
in here
He's like,
and woo.
yeah, 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 right at the top, right? Yeah, he's the same. He's the same thing. He was like, I swear to God, he's like, I have lost 30 out of the last 30 times on every coin I've invested in.
Crazy.
And
It's
my
crazy.
only question to him was like, why didn't you stop after like number 15? you know?
Yeah,
And it's because
it's
there's
wild.
always the chase, right? There's always another coin out there to invest in.
You know, I actually seen something one day too. Like these guys, they're great traders or whatever, and they have like these side accounts, right? And he's like, for some reason I don't even know why, but I like to trade options, like with my house money is what they call it. He's like, I'm gonna trade some options. He's like, but for some reason I always lose, and I'm like, that sounds crazy, but you do the same thing. I'm like, yo, I'm like, all right,
yeah.
I did pretty decent. I'm gonna just throw something at that. Is like, dude, you
Yeah,
might as well
yeah.
stop and throw
Yeah.
that into what you're
Honestly,
already doing at a higher leverage.
or just go to the freaking casino. Like you're probably gonna have better odds going to the casino. And they'll
Like,
bring
oh
you
go.
drink, you can look at some pretty girls, and like you have a make a
Yeah,
night
get
of
you
it,
some
right?
drinks, get you some food. Yeah, get you a nice room. You can at least talk about it the
Uh,
next day. But
yeah, yeah,
what does this
yeah.
do? You go to sleep, you feeling robbed.
I know. I hear you. It's unbelievable. We got another question in the
Uh,
chat. Do you let's see, do you look at psychological levels in trading? I mean, yeah, sometimes, right? Like new all-time
yeah,
highs, round numbers,
round
those are
numbers
like
for sure.
psychological levels. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean they're definitely important and because they're psychological levels, right? And now because the market segments are so different, right? It used to be like 80% like institutional flow and then like 10% retail and then another 10% of like whatever. Now, like, I don't even know how much retail trading is of the overall market. I think it's actually probably pretty big, probably 30 or 35% of the order flow volume is retail trading, like guys like you and me, non-professionals.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, that's why psychological levels are important now because you just have average Joes trading.
Yeah.
Yep, it's definitely important to look out for sure.
Yeah. And it's just one of those things. Like I always like to think of it as that same thing, right? Where it's one of those. Even myself, I don't want to have a stop loss of 13 pips. I want it to be 15 or 20 or
Yeah,
25 or 30. I want it
yeah.
to be 23 pips or I don't know. It's
Mhm.
just kind of weird.
I know. Kind of ridiculous
Yeah.
sometimes.
So yeah, I look at them. Maybe not all not all whole numbers with a 0 or a 5, but yeah, let's say 0,
Mhm.
25, 50, 75, 100. Yeah, those fours for sure. For sure. I
Absolutely,
always
I hear
kind of
you.
know
I
that.
hear you. I hear you. Let's see here.
So awesome. Yeah. But yeah, looks like we got about 8 minutes left. Guys, if you got any other charts you want us to go through really quick, we can definitely do it. Otherwise, catch you guys on the next session at 3 Central. All right. What else we got here? Let's go back to some of them. If we missed any consolidation, long term, cost for 700 profit, giveaway. Oh, no, nope, no giveaway tonight. US 30. We did US 30, right? Hola Prime is
Yes,
best.
sir.
No ship prop firm. Yeah, we did US 30. Quick buy. Okay. I guess that's. Oh, answer the question though. How much you average a year? Who is this? Dante Brock? I'm okay. I'm glad I came back and see this Dante Brock. Answer the question though. How much you make average per year game? Purely, again, to be honest with you, last year I was literally like 175, 175 pre before tax, right? Just purely
Yeah,
off
yeah.
trading my um, I mean, I think that's great, right? 175. That was just off mainly pure trading. Um, what else? Prop firm account bet offer. Okay, I think we did pretty far. Yeah, I wish we had a giveaway today. We should have gave it to Dante Brock with the
Yeah,
personal.
yeah. I know, right? For the
Uh,
seriously.
no, you know what? I like that though because there's so many people who are like, I guess I don't know, like faking it, and the space is saturated, right? To the point
Oh
where,
yeah,
wait, do you
I know.
guys really know what you're doing? Yeah, like, do you really know what you're doing?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I know.
yeah,
No, and that's the other thing with these YouTubers. They're like, I made $50 million last year trading, and it's like, okay, dude,
I wish.
then why are you on YouTube trying to get me to like give you $100? Like,
Right,
you made 50
right,
mil.
right,
Like, get
right.
out of here. Screw off. Just
No,
go. Just yeah.
yeah, I love it. I love questions like that. I love being honest. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Mhm.
like again, obviously, this is all about the money. That's why we're here at the same time.
Absolutely.
But like for me, again, I just love the quality of life. I love the fact that I can do whatever I want on the weekend throughout the day.
Yeah.
As you guys know, I trade
Mhm.
the morning session, so I get off here at what is this 10 Central. I get back on trade London for those 4 hours with the other session. After that, that's really it for me for the day. I might trade New York depending on what it is. I got a 2-year-old daughter. I take her to school. She doesn't go back to school until the 18th, so next Monday she's out for the summer. After that, I'm probably paddleboarding or in some ocean doing something. I got 5 hours.
There you
Five
go.
hours to kill, but we got to pick her up, right? I enjoy that part right there, right? Like that's why I sold everything I had in Atlanta, moved out here, and yeah, guys, like I mean, again, I don't really need too much. I can pop one good trade throughout the week, the month sometimes, and that can be damn near all my bills. That's insane,
Seriously.
right? It's
Yeah.
very
Yep.
inexpensive to live here. I mean, and it's not just about me. I love being able to when I go out and just be able to pay for everybody's meals. When we do drinks or bars, whatever it is, just be able to pay for everybody's stuff. Like I love that part right there.
Yeah, I know.
That's my
That's literally
quality.
one of the things for me too. Yeah. It's just like,
Yeah,
don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it, please.
yeah,
And don't say anything.
yeah,
Don't say anything to me ever
yeah,
again about it. Like, it's
yeah,
done.
yeah. I don't even care. How much do we owe for
Yeah.
this, dude? You don't owe me anything. We're straight. Like I appreciate y'all coming
Yeah.
out. Right,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
just
Yeah.
amazing.
You're with
I
me.
love
I
that
got it.
part. For me, it's about quality of life.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
right,
So you guys,
absolutely. But yeah, guys.
did you start the segment with the news? Is that how it went this time?
Yeah, so typically on Sundays, I will do the news. Actually, Sunday is the only day that I do the news. Typically, I'm only on Monday through Friday, and then Tiger does it.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, he does a
Nice.
way better
Yeah.
job than I do. I don't even know why I'm doing it. He does an awesome job.
Ah,
I'm
that's
like, dude,
good.
you're
That's
like a
good.
news anchor. I'm
Uh-huh.
all
Uh-huh.
into it when he does it. I'm like, oh, I can't do it like that. He's amazing at it. He's
And
great,
it'll be a
to be
little
totally honest.
animated.
Yeah, and he loves it. He means it. He loves it. Everything is great.
Sure.
You know, I just give him. But he's a primarily a fundamental trader, right? So
Sure.
I'd say he's 75 fundamentals, 25, um, technical, and I'm the other way around. I'm 75 technical, 25 fundamental. So
Yes, sir.
technically, fundamentally, he should be better than at that I am.
Right.
Right. So, but no, he does a great job. But yeah, on Sundays is the only day that I do the news. He does a great job, Tiger Berry, throughout the week covering the news. And yeah, like I said, I love the way his setup is. So I'm actually trying to adapt that technical piece that he has, just to kind of see what's really going on with my pairs and the COT reports and everything. So yeah, super exciting. That's one of the things about trading, right? Like the journey is continuous. You never just
Hmm.
arrive at profitability island. That's not how
No,
it really
no.
works, right? Like
Yeah. Yep.
you're constantly
Yep.
refining that trading plan. So no matter what it
Absolutely.
is, I just love the aspect of
I
it.
know. Same day. Same here. It's always a learning process. Every single day you learn something new.
Right, right, right.
And it's true. There's not many
Well, sweet.
professions out there where you can say that. All right. I think
It
we're
is.
just about done for this evening. Appreciate everyone in the chat for the
Yes,
questions
sir.
and obviously for all the views. And come back again. Spread the word too.
Yes, yes, yes. We all back. Appreciate you. Hey man, we are back at it. Guys, make sure you stay tuned for the next session. You guys will catch me on there for the London kickoff. And yeah, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. All right.
Sounds
We'll
good.
have some
All
some
right.
giveaways there. So make sure you guys are tuned in for that next session. All right. Other than that, Tony, it's always good checking out with you, man.
Good
Take
smoking. Thank
it
you.
easy. All right.
Hola Prime. Trade.